Good morning, hockey fans. Welcome back to Proctor, Minnesota for the 2014 Blue Army's semifinal game of the Wings Showdown against the Wings. Blue Army in their whites this morning. I believe it'll be Johnson in the net for Blue Army. 2-1 in pool play. Let's see if the boys can get things going early this morning. Sedung, Meyer to his right, Feldick to his left, Plager the right D, Cavilhog the left. And here we go. Back into the wing zone, Sedung chases. Up the wall, up Feldick stick, Meyer hammers that toward the net. Rebounds there. Wings clear. Meyer got a stick on that one. Cavilhog defending on the near wall now. Cavilhog and Sedung in the corner. And Samoy with it to the middle. Johnson makes that save. Sedung and Plager in the corner. Plager behind the net. Plager spins away. Goes up to just past Meyer. Meyer chases. Wings send it back down low. Sedung up the boards and out. Meyer in the neutral zone. Wings control. Into the Blue zone. Plager defending. Plager with it. Plager will dump it in deep and go for a change. Siedemeyer on the forecheck. Siedemeyer with it. Siedemeyer down low for Wellna. Wellna to the middle. All the way through to Del Rio. Del Rio fires. A little high. Grumtich pitches in. Wings able to clear. 2-on-1. Del Rio defending. Grumtich hustling back. Shot saved. Johnson cleared away by Grumtich. Grumtich behind his own net. Wings forechecking hard. And Siedemeyer in the corner. Del Rio now. Del Rio up for Wellna. To the net. Steered aside by Johnson. Grumtich is over there. To the middle. Del Rio intercepts that. Sends it to the wall. Wings fired and gloved and covered by Johnson. Defensive zone draw for Blue Army here. Hartman will take that. Stone and Young the wings. Plager Cavilhog the defenseman. Hartman wins it back for Cavilhog. Cavilhog sends it all the way around. Plager will go chase. Chips it up and out. Hartman's after the neutral zone. And Young and entered just offside. So neutral zone draw. Hartman again. Through Young skates, and Hartman gathers. Steps to the middle to his forehand. Stone, shot and gloved by the Wings keeper. Back to Plager. Plager fires. That's deflected into the corner. Stone's over there. Stone down low for Hartman. All the way around. Young chases. Hartman sends it back into the corner. Young pursuing. Wings ringing around. Cavilhog steps up. Wings knock it all the way out, but that should be icing, and it is. So, go back into the wing zone. Quiet rink this morning, a little early for everyone, I think. Sedung on the draw. Feldick to his left, Meyer to his right. Del Rio and Grumtich to the D. Wings win into the corner. Sedong chases. Feldick on the forecheck now. Wings go up the wall. And in the middle, Meyer intercepts. Meyer steps to the middle. Meyer up for Feldick. Feldick fires just wide. And Wings able to clear. Del Rio keeps that in. Feldick on the forecheck. Wings to the middle. 2-on-1. Meyer hustling back. Del Rio defending. Sedong's back checking. Pass didn't quite connect. Blue Army dodged the bullet there. Krumtich. One-man breakout. Broken up at the blue line. Sedong chases on the far wall in front of the benches. Meyer steps up, knocks that away. Meyer with it now. Meyer. Into the wing zone. Meyer sends it in deep. And Blue Army will go for a change. So Wings cleared. And send it all the way in. Johnson will stop it behind the net. Teed up for Vilhog. Vilhog to the neutral zone. Crosses the red. Vilhog taking it wide into the corner. To the middle. Off the skate. Zissler with it now. Forward Siedemeyer. Siedemeyer behind the net. And Wings control. Wings go up and out to Vilhog. Vilhog over to Plager. Plager goes in the middle for Siedemeyer, knocked away. Back to Siedemeyer. Plager steps up. Wanted that one, but miscommunication. Wings will control. Back in the Blue Army zone. Vilhog will chase behind the net for Welna. Welna in the middle. Tried to go to Zissler, but intercepted. Wings control. Right back in the Blue Army zone for Vilhog. Vilhog up to Siedemeyer. Siedemeyer drops it for Plager. Plager will reverse and regather. Plager up the boards for Welna. Welna to the middle for Siedemeyer. For Zissler. Zissler tried to go on the cross, but it's held in. And Zissler to Siedemeyer, and Siedemeyer chips it out. Wings will control and regroup with Welna chasing. Wings go all the way down and wave off icing. Vilhog's back for it. Vilhog over to Plager. Plager sends it back around. Hartman is there. Vilhog defending. Stone. Now Hartman. He's got Young up the middle. Young with speed. Young. Knocked away. He had him. Just keeps skating all the way around him. It's going to be clear. Krumtich off the boards. Wings gathering in the Blue Army zone. Young defending on the far wall and save Johnson. I think Young speed to the neutral zone. They just taking it wide. Could have skated right around him. The Wings defender got a stick on it, knocked it away. Defensive zone draw. Hartman on it. Krumtich behind his own net for Young. Young just past Stone, and that'll go all the way down for an icing. So we'll do the defensive zone draw again. Sedong will take this one. The Feldick and Meyer the wings. Del Rio crunches the D. Del Rio goes up the boards. Wings send it back down. Del Rio behind the net. Sedong defending in the corner. Wings come with it to the middle. Save Johnson. Bouncing around and it's knocked away. Nice work by, I think, Krumtich. Krumtich prevented that rebound shot from going in, and then Johnson covers. So some scrambling in front of the Blue Army net. Johnson able to shut the door and jump on it. Keep it 0-0. Sedong. Wings walk in off the face-off to the middle, bouncing around. Not quite able to get a shot off, and Sedong will clear it. Feldick pursues. Wings. Back into the Blue Army zone. shot off of Johnson's head. Meyer on the far wall. Meyer reverses. Sends it back down for Feldick. Feldick. Sedung now. Sedung around the boards. Just past Meyer. Off the board, Sedung intercepts and able to get it out. Sedung up for Feldick. Feldick into the wing zone. Feldick on the forecheck. Wings go up the wall. Meyer's there. Meyer will try to send it back in deep, but Wings intercept back out for Plager. Plager up for Meyer. Couldn't connect there. And the Wings back into the Blue Army zone. Long range shot goes wide. Wellner chases in the near wall. Wings gather. They fire. Save Johnson. Ziedemeyer. Ziedemeyer in the far corner. Vilhag helping out. Meyer over there as well to the middle. And shot. Save Johnson. .707 left in the first, still tied at 0. Ziedemeyer will take the draw. Wellner and Zissler the forwards, the wings. Plager to Vilhag, the defenseman. Battle on the dot. Ziedemeyer in the corner. Vilhag steps behind. Pass out front. The wings, Zissler got a stick on that. Wings controlling now. Vilhag will chase. Wings send it back around. Wellness over there. Wings go back down low. Plager defends on the near wall. Wings walk in with Wellner defending. Shot to the middle. Johnson makes that save, sends it to the corner. Back across for Wellner. Wellner will send it in deep. And Zissler on the forecheck. Hartman on the half wall. Hartman sends it toward the net. Goes around. And the Wings will gather and flip it up into the stands. That was the 56 degree on that one. All the way up and out of the rink. And offensive zone face-off for Blue Army. Hartman will take that. Stone to his left, Young to his right, Del Rio the right D, Crumptich the left D. Wings control. Young chases. Wings reverse. Nice breakout pass from his knees. Wings still controlling with. There's Young. Had it for a second. Knocked away. Wings are into the Blue Army zone. Hartman hustles back. Del Rio defending toward the middle. Knocked away by Crumptich to Hartman now. Hartman takes it wide. Try to go to the middle. Broken up. Into the neutral zone for the Wings with Del Rio defending. Del Rio defending on the wall. Hartman helping out. Del Rio enjoyed that, sends it back behind, off the glass, and off the back of the net. Crumptich with it, Crumptich up for Young. Young to the middle, into Hartman skate for Stone. Stone will send it in deep, and Blue Army will go for a change. So Wings control, Sedung on the forecheck. Sedung knocks that away, takes it himself. Sedung with some speed through the neutral zone, into the wing zone, cuts across. His forehand, Sedung. Sedung circles up top for Vilhag. Vilhag fires. Shot. Meyer. Oh, rebound just went wide. Meyer in the corner. To the middle. Get some skates, then make it through, and Wings will gather and send it up top. Vilhag will hold the zone for Sedung. Sedung. And Wings intercept, and they will clear. Vilhag defends on the far wall. Plager steps up to help out, and Vilhag will take that away. Vilhag up the boards. Feldick sends it all the way down, and that'll be icing. So 4:10 left in the first, still 0-0. Defensive zone draw. Johnson's right. Ziedemeyer will take that. Stone Young, Welna and Zissler the wings. Welna comes away with that. Welna. Pleger steps up in the neutral zone. Pleger with it now. Pleger toward the middle. Skates wide. Pleger toward the net. Fires. Tried to go 5-hole. Nice save. Wings. Pleger circles. Pleger still in the forecheck. Goes up top for Kvilhaug. Kvilhaug back down low. Zissler behind the net. Now Welna with it. Wings go up top. Kvilhaug holds. Nice work by Kvilhaug to hold it in the zone there. Sends it down low for Zissler. Zissler. Welna helps out. Welna tried to go for Ziedemeyer. Ziedemeyer. Now Ziedemeyer behind the net. Ziedemeyer circles. Spins way back for Welna. Welna tried to go front and knocked away, and wings are clear. Gormy D going for a change. Okay, here we go. 3-on-2 with Krumtich. Nice stick, Krumtich. Then fired, saved. Johnson made the second save too. And Ziedemeyer, nice work there to prevent that wraparound. Pucks in front. Bouncing around, bodies everywhere. Welna now. And Zissler back for Krumtich. Now Krumtich in the corner. Ziedemeyer in the corner. Now Krumtich. Del Rio back there to help. Hammers it off the back wall. All the way over for Zissler. Zissler says enough of that and sends it all the way down on net, so no icing. Gormy forwards will go for a change. Wings in the Gormy zone with Young and Hartman pursuing. Now Del Rio defending. Wings go around. Krumtich and Johnson were there to prevent the wraparound and get a freeze. Hartman on the draw. Young and Stone the wings. Wings control. They go up top. Young chases. That came out. There you go. Yep. Wings defenseman lost the handle and the puck popped out. So the offside. Neutral zone draw for Hartman. Del Rio and Krumtich to be. Back to Del Rio. Del Rio tried to go up the middle, but intercepted. Wings into the Blarney zone to the middle with Del Rio and Young defending. Knocked away in the middle by Hartman. Wings will control. Young chasing. Wings up top. Shot to the net. Johnson save. Del Rio defending in the corner. Hartman helping as well. Wings to the middle. And the score. Nice puck movement there by the Wings and able to sneak one by. To go up 1-0 here with 1:39 left in the first. So Sedong, Feldick to his right, Meyer to his left. Kvilhaug the lefty, Pleger the right D. And Gormy pushes it ahead. Sedong pushing. Back for Pleger. Pleger for Feldick. Feldick sends it in deep. Sedong on the forecheck for Gormy. Knocks that away. Sedong to the front of the net. Oh, sneaks it in. Great play by Eisen there. Nice work in the forecheck. Took the puck away and fooled the goalie and snuck it in 5-hole. So tie things back up at 1 with 1:17 left in the first. Wings controlling the draw. Sedong gets it back, sends it off the boards. Feldick chases. Wings go up the boards. Pleger steps in. Knocks it back down low. Wings control and they send it around. Meyer's over there. Wings go to the middle. Sedong, good back check. Hustling back there. Kvilhaug knocks him off the puck, sends it around. Past Pleger. Feldick is up there. Knocked out. The zone by Feldick. Meyer on the far wall in front of the bench. Meyer with it now. Meyer toward the middle. Plager. Plager will take it wide. Goes down low. Plager battling. Ryder's got tangled up there. Welna, nice job to hold the zone. The wings will exit into the Blue Army zone. Shot. Plager got a stick on that, deflected it wide. Meyer's behind the net now. And that, we're going to let everything. All right, Plager kicks it away. Plager just goes off the glass and out. Ziedemeyer chases after it. That'll do it for the first period. Good to see the boys waking up at the end of that first period. Took them a little bit. That's all right. Several nice saves by Johnson. And after one, we are tied at 1. Some Metallica for your intermission music at 8:30 in the morning. I think it's Metallica. This is Metallica, right? This is Metallica, right? Yeah. Just what you need at 8:30 in the morning. Yeah, right. All right. So here we go. Boys will flip sides. Coach Sam getting some extra X and O's in for the boys here. And we'll get ready to go for the second. So Ziedemeyer, Sisler to his left, Welna to his right, Crumpchit's the lefty, Del Rio the righty. Puck is down, Welna over there. Welna dumps it in deep. Blue Army will go to work. Ziedemeyer on the forecheck. Sisler intercepts. Sisler. Wings able to get it back. Welna gets a stick in that to the middle for Ziedemeyer. Just past him. Ziedemeyer in the far corner now. Ziedemeyer up top. Crumptich holds it in. Crumptich back down low. Ziedemeyer. And the wings control. And Del Rio knocked that away. Wings were able to sneak behind the Blue Army defenseman, but Del Rio hustled back and prevented the breakaway. Up top of the wings, shot and gloved by Johnson. Get some fresh bodies for Blue Army. Defensive zone draw. Hartman will take this one. Stone Young the wings. Wilhog and Plager the D. Back with Plager. Plager around the net. Plager up the near wall. Plager skates it wide, all the way into the wing zone. Plager toward the net for trying to go to Hartman, but intercepted. Stone steps up, shot off the skate. Young with it now. Plager over there. And Wings able to exit into the Blue Army zone. Stone hustling back, Young hustling back as well. Wilhog defending, Wilhog behind the net. Off the boards for Hartman. Hartman into the wing zone. He's got Young in the middle. Hartman after it in the corner. Sends it around for Young. And Wings able to exit. Into the Blue Army zone with Del Rio and Wilhog defending. Goes across. Shot, blocker, save Johnson. Into the corner and up and out. Feldick pursues for Blue Army. Wings circle. They go out. Sedung breaks that up and takes it away. Sedung skates it wide into the corner toward the net. Oh, bounces. Really made the save, but bounced up over top of him and almost had a chance there. Crumptich keeps that in for the moment, but Wings will gather and exit. Wings into the Blue Army zone. Broken up there by, that's Krumtich with it now. Krumtich. He's got Meyer in the middle. Krumtich into the corner with it. Behind the net. Wings intercept. They go break it out. And they sneak behind. Sedong and Krumtich hustling back. Johnson save. And into the corner for Meyer. Meyer defending in the corner now. Sedong and Del Rio helping out. Now Krumtich also up top. Shot from the point. Hit a body in front. Krumtich. Krumtich reverses for Del Rio. Del Rio reverses back. The wings were there for it. And Krumtich defends. Nice for Krumtich to take that one right. Sedong helping out. Sedong goes up the boards. Past Feldick. Shot from the point. Made all the way through. Johnson with the save. And Johnson tried to cover. Puck still loose though. Bounces all the way out. Feldick battling. Feldick sends that one all the way down. So 11:41 left in the second, still tied up at 1. Defensive zone draw after the icing. Siedemeyer with Wellna and Zisler. Flager and Kavilhag. Back in the corner. No one was there for Blarmy though. Got to figure that out. Kavilhag defends. Flager defends in the corner. To Wellna. Wellna. Up. Try to go to either Ziedemeyer or Zisler, but intercepted. Blarmy falling all over each other. Wings into the zone. Nice stick by Kavilhag to knock that away. Oh. Nice save off of Johnson's face. Kavilhag now just sends it all the way down. And that'll be icing. So D-zone draw to Johnson's left. Hartman will take this. Stone and Young to forwards. Like Kavilhag to D. Wings control. Stone goes up top. Hartman kicks that. Sends it over the wall for Young. Young. Gets some speed out of the zone. Young to the middle. Young into the wing zone. Hartman now. Hartman sends it all the way in down low. Stone chases. Flager steps up, holds his own. Flager to the middle. Off the handle, gets it back. Flager up top for Hartman. Hartman back down low. Flager. Flager tried going to the middle. Broken up. Wings will take that away. Hit a friendly skate, and Young goes over there. Hartman off the wall. Hartman with it now. And Wings possess. And exit the zone. 2-on-2. Krumtich and Flager defending. Krumtich. And something behind the play. Hartman will go for a roughing penalty. Didn't see that one, but ref said he did something. So Blue Army will be shorthanded here. 10-10 left in the second period, tied at 1. Someone needs to take the draw for Blue Army. Probably not him, but the Rio will step up and take it. Feldick and Zisler the forwards, Del Rio and Krumtich the D. Wings not able to hold the zone, so they'll have to regroup. Zisler applies some pressure. Wings go up the middle. Del Rio send that all the way down. Wings goalie will stop that and tee it up. Wings will break it out. Into the Blue Army zone. Krumtich defending. Pushes him into the corner. Shot save Johnson. Krumtich battling in the corner. Krumtich up for Meyer. Meyer sends that all the way down. Feldick on the forecheck for Blue Army. Nice work by Feldick to gain possession behind the net. 1 minute left and the penalty to Hartman. Wings into the Blue Army zone. Krumtich defending. Krumtich steps up and breaks it up. Now Meyer with it. Meyer, he's got a chance. Meyer breaks free. Meyer toward the net. He scores. Great work by Krumtich on the blue line to prevent that entry. And then Meyer, nice job using his speed all the way down. Great job using his body to protect the puck as he cut toward the net. Fired a shot, 5-hole. For a shorthanded goal and a 2-1 lead for Blue Army. Sedung on the draw. Vilhog defends on the far side. Vilhog still defending over there. Goes up the wall. Sedung will chase. Sedung comes away with that. Sedung up the far wall toward the middle, has Meyer with him. Meyer. Flat bomb. Save. 20 seconds left in the penalty to Hartman. Nice work, Sedung, to take that one away. Sedung sends that toward the net. Gloved. And set down. The wings are clear. 7 seconds left on the penalty. Wings into the Blue Army zone. Sedung pushes him wide. Hartman's out of the box now. Blue Army's back at full strength. Plager in the corner. Goes off the ref. Zissler up the boards. Held in. Zissler still battling there. Plager tried to hammer that all the way down off the shin pad though. And nice work to Vilhog to prevent that. Get him get a shot off. Force it on for Wellna now. Wellna into the wing zone. Still Wellna. Wellna sends it toward the net. Ooh. Popped out. No one was there for it though, and wings were clear. Del Rio's back. Del Rio off the boards. Wings regroup into the Blue Army zone. Ziedemeyer hustling back. Shot save Johnson. So defensive zone draw. Hartman take this one. With Stone and Young in the wings. Krumtich and Del Rio the D. Krumtich behind his own net. Krumtich sends it back up the wall. Stone. He's got Young in the middle to Young. On net. And covered. So nice breakout and entry by the boys. Put a little pressure on that wings goaltender. Hartman will take the draw. Over to the wall. Stone battling. Hartman sends it behind the net. Young on the far side. Young sends it down low. Wings controlled. Hartman chasing. Make up the boards. Young got a stick on that. Stone now. Stone sends it back into the corner. Stone on the forecheck. Wings go up the boards. Krumtich holds his own. Krumtich toward the middle. Krumtich with it again. Down low for Hartman. And wings control and clear. Cross ice. Del Rio's over there. Hartman helping out. Hartman goes up the boards. Wings will put it toward the net. Del Rio intercepts, sends an tried to go up the middle for Young, but that goes all the way through and that'll be icing. Good idea. I'd like to try. Just didn't connect. Face off to Johnson's right. The Sedung with Feldick and Meyer. Plager and Vilhog, the defenseman. It's down. Plager defends in the corner. Sedung helping out. Sedung chips it up. Wings walk away with that one. Toward the middle. Vilhog knocked that away. Now Meyer defending. Meyer and Vilhog and Sedung over there. Vilhog sends it around for Plager. Plager up for Feldick. All the way out. Sedung now. Sedung in front of the Blue Army's bench. Sedung to the net. He's got Meyer in the middle. Sedung Fires just high. Rolls around. Vilhag. Vilhag. Vilhag keeps it in. Now Sedung. Sedung off the boards. And the wings clear. Plager steps up. Meyer takes that. Back for Plager. Plager. Up for Feldick. Wings regroup into the Blue Army zone. Vilhag defending. Plager gets a stick on that. Plager behind in the corner with Sedung helping out. Sedung just past Feldick. Feldick with it again. Feldick sends it all the way down. And that won't make it, so no icing. Get some backspin on that one. Wings clear all the way to the Blue Army zone. Got him on a change. Shot. Save Johnson. And I think the ref from the far side just assumed that Johnson caught it and was ready with the whistle. So Ziedemeyer will take this one. Sisler and Wellner the wings. Krumtich, Del Rio the defenseman. Sisler pursues. Wings send it all the way across. Del Rio chases after it. There's Wellner. Wellner up the middle and out. Wings possess and set it in for Del Rio. Del Rio in front of his own net. Off the boards hard. Past Wellner. Now Ziedemeyer defending. Now Del Rio. Del Rio sends that all the way down, and that one will make it for an icing. 3:53 left in the second. 2-1 lead for Blue Army. Hartman on the draw. Stone and Young the wings. Krumtich, Del Rio the D. Wings control, walk the middle, knocked away by Krumtich. Now Hartman. Hartman. Harassed by 3 wings players. They take it away. Little wings guy with some speed. Up the far wall, Stone chasing him. But also back by Stone there. Del Rio in the corner. Del Rio around the boards. Stone chases up top. Wings keep it in. Toward the middle, Hartman got a stick on that one. Stone chases up top. Shot from the point. Wide. Another shot from the point. Krumtich gets a stick on that. Johnson's there for the save. Krumtich in the corner. Nice job using his body to protect the puck. And Krumtich sends it up and out. And Wings will send it right back in. Del Rio goes back for it. Del Rio over for Krumtich. Krumtich up the middle for Sedung. Sedung still chasing after it, and Wings goalie will cover. Offensive zone draw for Blue Army. 2:47 left in the second. Sedung will take it. Meyer goes left. Feldick goes right. Vilhag the right D. Vilhag the left D. Plager the right D. Wings control. Meyer battling on the near wall. Wings walk away. Nice work by the ref to knock that one away. Meyer tries the wraparound stuff. Feldick is there for another shot and covered up by the Wings. So we'll do it on the other side. Wings control and back it up. Sedung will chase for Blue Army. They go up the boards. Meyer got a stick on that for a second. Sedung now. Sedung to the middle. Sedung got Feldick in front. Sedung fires. Stick save by the Wings goaltender. Wings go up the boards to Vilhag. Vilhag keeps it in down to Meyer. Meyer to the net. And one of the 5-hole. Wings goaltender was there for it. So Sedung will take this. Meyer and Feldick. Krumtich and Del Rio. Meyer into the corner after it. Wings go up the boards. Krumtich is there. Krumtich holds. still holds, and Sedung gathers. Sedung makes a move. Sedung goes forehand. He shoots. No, just high and wide. Turns around. Kramtic holds his own again. Sedung and Meyer looking. Wings go across. Wings into the Blue Army zone. Offside. A couple extra moves at the blue line, and that'll do it. .136 left in the second here. Blue Army still with a 2-1 lead. Ziedemeyer between Zisler and Wella. Battle on the dot. Zisler tried to go up for Ziedemeyer, just past him. Wings control. Wings go off the boards. Zisler gathers and sends it in deep. Zisler on the forecheck. Wings go up the wall. Ziedemeyer's there. Wellna over to help out. Ziedemeyer and Zisler battling on the half wall. And Ziedemeyer almost able to step away with that one, but puck still on some skates. And Wings will send it into the bench, or into the stands. Seen more of that in this tournament than I think I saw all of last season. So offensive zone draw for Blue Army. Ziedemeyer between Zisler and Wellna. Kramtic, Del Rio, the D. 57 seconds left in the second period. Wings control. Ziedemeyer chases. Wings go up the boards. And Wellna takes that one away. Steps the shot off some skates and makes it through. Save into the corner. Zisler. Zisler into the corner. Ziedemeyer helping out as well. Zisler still battling behind. Zisler to the front, all the way through. Del Rio steps in. Del Rio in the far corner. Wellna holds his own for a second. Comes out. Ziedemeyer's there for it though. Ziedemeyer. Oh. Wings able to possess toward the net. Off the side of the cage or saved by Johnson, not sure. Del Rio up the near wall. Wings hold, send it to the net, and save Johnson. 8 seconds left in the period. So, defensive zone draw here. 7.8 seconds left in the second. Boys need to control this and just get this thing out of here and end the period. Puck is down, Wings control. Hartman goes out top, shot deflected wide. That is exactly what you did not want to happen. Young in the far wall. And Blue Army dodged a bullet at the end there. So after 2-1 lead for Blue Army. Wings have had some chances. Johnson's been there to make the saves. Look, the boys are just one pass away, just one move away. Not quite clicking. Can't quite finish the play to get a clean shot off, but a good team will do that to you. Some more extra chalk talk for the boys. Get squared away. All right, so flip sides again. Boys in their white going left to right for the third period. With a 2-1 lead in the final frame. Hartman between Young and Stone. Lager Kvilhaug. I've got to find the dot. There we go. And here we go for the third period. In front of the Wings bench. Stone goes over there. Hartman. Wings will control into the Blue Army zone. Billhog pushes him into the corner. Now Plager defending. Now Hartman defending. They'll go to the middle off the Young skates. Hartman with it. Hartman, nice move to exit the zone. Hartman just send it in deep. Young on the forecheck. Now Hartman on the forecheck. Plager steps up. And the Wings player lost the handle. Hartman to the first zone. Nice pass. So Blue Army got a fortuitous break there. Wings player just mishandled. Onto Hartman's stick. Hartman, great vision. Nice pass to Stone. To Stone for the one-timer. Tap in goal for a 3-1 lead for Blue Army. 14:20 left in the third here. Sedung between Feldick and Meyer. Sedung wide into the corner. Sedung looking for options. Bodied there. Meyer goes down to help out. Meyer and Sedung battle in the corner. Wings come away. Feldick pursues. Wings go up and out. Plager's there. Plager will back it out. Plager, far side for Meyer. Meyer, nice move into the wing zone. Harassed there. Sedung's over to help out. Sedung tried to go to the middle. Gets it back. Sedung. Nice pass for Feldick. Feldick just couldn't quite connect on that one. Feldick in the corner. Sedung helping out. Sedung and Feldick battling. Tried to go in the middle. Plager steps down. Meyer holds on the near wall. Meyer, Sedung, and Feldick, and Plager over there. And Wings come away with it, send it to the middel. Del Rio defends. Wings fire, glove save, Johnson. Del Rio goes up the boards for Meyer. Meyer gets it back. Meyer, 2-on-1 if they hurry. Meyer and Feldick. Oh, that was a heck of an effort by that Wings player to come back for it, knock that away, and not just get a penalty. Krumtich back behind his own net. Krumtich. Through 4 Wings players, knocked away. Ziedemeyer steps up to break that up. Del Rio sends it across. Zisler pursues. Into the Blue Army zone for Krumtich. Krumtich gets it back. Krumtich up for Welna. Welna wide into the corner. Knocked away. Ziedemeyer for Zisler now. Zisler in the middle for Ziedemeyer. Just past him. And Wings clear up for Krumtich. Krumtich in the neutral zone. Krumtich. Go out. Wings will send it in. Battle on the blue line there. Right in front of the bench. Zisler comes away with that one. Zisler gets himself to open ice and pitchforks it in deep. Well on the forecheck. Wings send it back down low. They go across. Hartman forechecks off of Stone. Stone toward the net. Kicked into the corner. Hartman in the corner now. And Wings will come away with it. Plager intercepts for a second, but Wings get it back. Young over there to help out. Now Billhog behind. Leaves it for Young. Young for Hartman. Hartman knocked away, and Wings regather into the Blue Army zone. They cut to the middle. Someone step up and get him. You got plenty of guys back. There you go. Wings, shot, wide. Hartman for Stone. Stone in front of his own bench to the middle. No one there, though. Wings player controls. He sends it to the middle. Shot. Bill got a stick on that. Knocked away, or Young got a stick on that. Knocked away by Billhog. Stone into the middle. Shot. Kicked aside by Johnson. Hartman on the near side now. In the middle for Young. They can't connect. Wings gather. And heck of a shot. Picked his corner. And the Blue Army lead is cut in half. A couple turnovers, few too many chances for the Wings, and they buried that one finally. So 10:35 left in the third. 3-2 lead for Blue Army. Sidong on the draw between Feldick and Meyer. Del Rio and Crumpich the D. Wings control right away, and they go in and save Johnson. Sidong will take the draw. To Johnson's left. Wings control. Meyer chases. Oh, Meyer almost had himself a break. Sidong to Feldick. Feldick cross the line and send it in deep on net. Wings goalie push it aside. Sidong on the forecheck. Wings go quick breakout, and they're out in the warm zone with Crumpich defending. Crumpich in the corner. Sidong helping out as well. Del Rio takes a whack at that. Crumpich to Feldick. Knocked back down low for Crumpich. Crumpich brings it around for Meyer. Meyer tried to go across. Shot deflects on Johnson. Crumpich just send it up top for Sidong. Sidong now. Sidong drops it for Feldick. Feldick misfire and circles to the wall. Sidong to the middle for Del Rio. Del Rio can shoot. Del Rio shoots. Save. Wings. Feldick with it now. Feldick goes up the wall for Del Rio. Del Rio steps in to the middle. No one there. All the way through. Meyer steps in. Tried to cut to the middle. Knocked away. Feldick battling there. Sends it on net. And the Wings able to clear. Vilhag goes back for it. Wings are chasing. Vilhag up for Welna. Welna into the wing zone, cuts to the middle, shot. Had saved. Wings goaltender Zissler on the forecheck. Puck bounce over Plager's stick. Ziedemeier's back there for it though. And the Wings enter offside. Nice work by Ziedemeyer. Being back there to take over. Ziedemeyer on the draw between Welna and Zissler. To Zissler. Zissler in front of the Blue Army bench. Ziedemeyer helping out. Zissler sends it up to the Wings defenseman. They go across to Welna. Welna sends it in deep. Wings go behind their net. Zissler and Welna on the forecheck now. They reverse again. Zissler still on the forecheck. Now Ziedemeyer down there. Zissler toward the middle, all the way across. Welna in the near corner. Ziedemeyer helping out. Wings come away with it. Vilhag steps up. It's a shot on net. Kicked it aside. Vilhag sends that one back down low behind. Welna's in the corner. And the Wings break that out. Through neutral. Blue Army's changing into the Blue Army zone. 2-on-2. Nice stick Crumpich to knock that away and take it away himself. Crumpich into the wing zone. Crumpich tried to dangle, knocked off the puck. Nice defensive play by the Wings defenseman. And they exit. In the Blue Army zone, and Young pushes them wide, backhand, gloved by Johnson. 7:11 left in the third period with 1-goal lead for Blue Army. Face off to Johnson's left for Hartman between Stone and Young. Del Rio and Crumpich the D. Crumpich behind the net. Up the boards for Young. Young up for Stone. Stone to the middle. Knocked away. And the Wings back In with some speed, Krumtich, nice stick to knock that in the corner. Wings send it to the middle, goes through everybody, and Del Rio's there. Had his stick knocked out of his hand. Yep, gotta call that. It wasn't the most egregious, but when you knock the opponent's stick out of his hand, you're generally going to get called for a slashing penalty. So Blue Army will have a chance to add to their lead and get a little insurance goal here. 6:44 left in the third period. Hartman, back to Plager. Plager, down low for Hartman. Hartman back to Plager. Across for Wilhog. And that pass left the zone. So we'll bring it out to neutral. Back for Wilhog. Wilhog sends it in deep on net. Wings will gather and they're able to clear. Hartman takes that away. And he'll bring it right back into the wing zone. Hartman to his back end. Hartman tried to go up top, but couldn't get everything on that. Hartman and Young battling in the corner up top. Plager holds his own. Plager steps in. Plager into the corner. Reverses. Wanted to go to Hartman, but was intercepted. And the Wings into the Blue Army zone. Wilhog got a stick on that, deflects that over the net. Hartman now. Hartman leaves it for Young. But the Wings will take it away and regroup and send it back in. Plager intercepts. Plager sends it into the wing zone. Blue Army's changing though, so no real pressure there. Sedong on the forecheck. Now Meyer to the middle for Sedong. Sedong up top for Krumtich. Krumtich holds his own, sends it down low. Meyer behind the net. Wings tried to ice. Del Rio steps up. Del Rio fires and save and covered. 25 seconds left in the power play for Blue Army. Be nice to get one here. Sedong on the draw. Feldick to his right, Meyer to his left. Del Rio the right D, Krumtich the left D. Del Rio over for Krumtich. Krumtich with time and space. Krumtich walks in. Shot goes wide. Sedong in the corner. Sedong around. Sedong up top for Krumtich. Krumtich one-timer. Shot's blocked in front. Knocked away. Nice work by Feldick to knock it away. Now Meyer with it. Meyer spins. Shot deflected over the net. Penalty's over. Wings are back to full strength. Sedong goes across for Meyer. Meyer toward the net. But stopped in front and sent all the way down by the Wings. Good work by Krumtich, hustling back there to make sure that icing actually gets called. So 4:29 left in the third. Ziedemeyer will take this one with Welna to his right, Zissler to his left. Wings ring it around, Zissler chases. Wilhog in front of the boards, in front of the benches. Zissler harasses him in the neutral zone, and Welna's got a stick on that. Zissler comes away with it for a second, but Wings regather and regroup. To Plager. Plager across. Back to Wilhog. Wilhog behind his own net. Nope. Back for Plager. Plager skates to behind. He'll put the brakes on. Plager up to Welna. Welna off the boards and out. I guess not out. Wings send it back down low for Plager. Plager up the middle for Ziedemeyer. Then connects and into the wing zone. Knocked away by Welna. It's Zissler. Zissler backhands one toward the net. Bounces and save Wings. Welna on the forecheck. Hartman. Couple nice body plays there, and Wings Exit into the Barnby zone. Chip save Johnson. Hartman sends it up the wall. Stone chases. Wing shot on net. Kicked aside Johnson for Welna. Welna up for, tried to go for Stone, but couldn't connect. And the Wings tried to send it deep, but Krumtich intercepts. Krumtich. Oh, lost the handle. Wings are in. Shot wide. Young on the near wall with Hartman and Del Rio looking on. Hartman to the middle. That exits the zone. And Young crashing to the boards here, and I think they're going to, yep. Young pursuing hard in the neutral zone. Went to the boards hard. Hope he's okay. All right, good to see him getting up there. Hope he's all right. So 2:29 left in the third here. 1-goal lead for Blue Army, up 3-2. Neutral zone draw. Hartman will be the center here with Feldick to his right and Stone to his left. Del Rio and Krumtich to the D. Battle on the blue line. Blue Army hammers it up into the wing zone. Stone the closest one there. Up in the neutral. Krumtich steps up off the boards for Stone. Stone tried to chip it in, but the wings intercept. Feldick gathers. Feldick into the wing zone. Sends it. Oh! They were pulling the goalie. He started to leave, and he went back to the net. And Feldick hit the post there. Krumtich back for it now. Krumtich try to go out of the zone. Got to get that one out. Del Rio does. Feldick on the near wall. Del Rio now. Del Rio to the middle for Stone. Stone. And taken away by the wings. And the wings gather into the Blue Army zone. Off of Kvilhag's foot. Johnson makes that save. Puck's bouncing. Kvilhag clears. Stone in the corner. Stone goes up top. Wings hold it and walk in. Shot. Deflects wide. Del Rio chases. They send it to the middle. And left alone, and they tie it up. So, Wings with the extra attacker. Get the tying goal with 1:17 left in the third period. Sedung. Take the draw. Walnut to his right. Sisler to his left. Plager and Kvilhag the D. Sisler sends it in deep. Sedung and Walnut hustle after it. Wings go D to D down low. Sisler's down there. Sedung helping as well. Sedung goes back behind the net. Tried to go in front. Zisler gets that back. Zisler to the middle. Oh, just past everyone all the way through. And the Wings try to clear. Wellnut keeps in for a second. Sedung into the hold zone. Sedung battling there. Zisler now. Zisler. Wings able to exit and clear into the middle. 30 seconds left in the third period. Wings to the middle. Lager defends behind the net. Sedung and Wellnut helping out. Puck's buried underneath the body, and they'll blow it. And we'll have a neutral zone face-off. It's got to come out underneath the Wings player. So 17 seconds left in third, tied at 3. Hartman will take the draw. Feldick to his right, Meyer to his left. Plager and Kvilhag the D. Hartman in the near wall. Into the middle from Meyer. Feldick battles, 7 seconds. Meyer steps up, knocks that away for a second. Hartman, and that'll do it for the third period. So, we're going to find out what the overtime rules are. And ref's coming over to the score box to get the instruction. We'll see how we play this overtime. Semifinals, so we got to have a winner. right, so looks like we played 4-on-4, 5 minutes. Are they switching sides? Looks like they are. Yeah, looks like they are switching sides. There we go. We'll get squared away. So Blue Army. Oh, looks like we're not switching sides. So the goalies will have to skate all the way back down to the other ends. All right, so Ziedemeyer and Feldick the forwards, Del Rio and Crumptich the D to start this overtime. 4-on-4, sudden death. Here we go. Feldick chases on the far wall. Wings possess to the middle, knocked away by Crumptich. Feldick gathered for a second. Ziedemeyer. Feldick and Ziedemeyer pressuring the neutral zone. Wings possess into the Blue Army zone. Crumptich got a stick on that, knocked him into the corner. Del Rio defends. Blew a tire, and Blue Army will take that away. Del Rio up the near wall. Del Rio cuts to the middle, fires wide. Hartman on the forecheck now, and Wings clear. Del Rio goes back for it. Del Rio tried to go. Didn't that go right through the skates of a Wings player? Okay. That'll be icing. So we're running time here, so 3:50 left in the overtime period. Sedung and Hartman the forwards, Plager and Vilhag the D. Puck is down. Plager will chase up top. Sedung chips it up and out. Wings back into the Blue Army zone, and they're offside. Gonna kill a lot of this overtime in stoppages with the running clock here. So Sedung will take the draw, Hartman to his left. Wings control. They go up to the boards. Plager intercepts. Up for Sedung. Sedung tried to walk around, but broken up. Wings go across into the middle. Sedung hustling back. Shot, save. Johnson, and he'll cover. 2:47 left in the overtime period. So defensive zone draw to Johnson's left. Meyer and Wellner will be the forward. Del Rio and Crumptich the D. Crumptich in the corner. Crumptich toward the middle. Crumptich up for Meyer. Meyer cuts in. Wings break that up. Into the Blue Army zone. Crumptich knocks that away. Crumptich flips that up for Meyer. Wings able to hold the zone. Wellner takes a whack at that. Wings send it to the corner. Del Rio defends. Now Wellner defends. Wings go up top. Shot wide. Crumptich is there for it. Crumptich. Oh, couldn't get the handle on that. Gets it back. Meyer. Now Meyer. Meyer through neutral zone. Up for Wellner. Wellner to the middle. Wellner shot. Kicked into the corner. Wellner behind the net. Wellner still with it. Wellner tried to go to the middle, but it's broken up. Meyer chases. And the Wings exit into the Blue Army zone. Shot. Save Johnson. 1:07 left in the overtime period. Defensive zone draw to Johnson's left. Zisler and Ziedemeyer the forwards. Flagrant Cavill Hog to D. Battle on the dot. Cavill Hog comes away with that. He's got Zisler in the middle with him. Knocked away by the Wings. And they enter the Blue Army zone. The shot goes wide. Cavill Hog's behind the net. Cavill Hog just sends it out. And not going to go all the way down. Wings gather. 26 seconds left in the overtime period. Wings regroup. Wings go into the Blue Army zone. Cavill Hog is back for it. Cavill Hog reverses. Up for Ziedemeyer for Hartman now. 10 seconds left in the overtime period. See if you can hurry. 8, 7. Hartman shot and save by the Wings. 2 seconds. 1. That'll do it for the overtime. So I'm guessing we'll go to a shootout. Everyone's favorite. So all tied up at 3. No blood in the overtime period. So we will go to a shootout to decide the winner. Not sure how many players or what the rule really is, but we'll figure it out. Probably will send 3. Looks like they're, yep. Looks like each team will get 3. So here we go. Wings will shoot first. Johnson in that for Blue Army. And here we go. Wings player goes wide to his forehand side, slowly back to the middle. Fires, save. Wanted to go 5-0. Johnson shut the door for Blue Army. So Sedung will be the shooter for Blue Army. And here we go. Eisen goes to his backhand and back to the middle. Sedung fakes the shot. Oh! Great move. He had him, but the Wings goaltender did a nice job to kick his toe out at the last second and prevent Sedung from scoring. So here we go, 0-0 after 1 round. Right down the middle. Shot, he scores. Low glove. Nice quick shot from that Wings player. The Wings have 1 on the board. Ziedemeyer will be the shooter for Blue Army. Ziedemeyer to his backhand. Toward the middle. Ziedemeyer fires. Heck of a shot from Ziedemeyer. And the ref's saying it didn't go in. And I don't know how they're saying that one didn't go in. The refs are talking about it. I thought that hit the back bar and even dropped down in the net. But so Johnson will need to come up with a save here to extend this thing. They score. And that'll do it. That should do it. Wings have scored 2. That should do it. They've scored 2. Even if Blue Army scores, they only have 1. So Tough break for Blue Army this morning, and they will fall in the shootout in the semis.